What's going on, everyone? How are y'all doing today? And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Gundam Universe Master Gundam. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, right, the mail's here. Come on, Maggie, let's go get the mail. Oh, right, I can't wait to open this. Oh, look, we have another friend.
I hope they're strong.
I hope he's cute.
What?
DudeRetro Toy Reviews. So one thing that I wanted to state before we get into the review is this is not my first recording of this review. So this is not going to be my first impressions. I really like doing these reviews with my first impressions. But when I recorded it the first time, there was no audio. So I had to record it again. Yeah, just wanted to put that out there. That's why I've already opened him up. But yeah, so now that I got that out there, let's just go ahead and get into the review. All right, and let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. And the packaging looks like you would expect from the Gundam Universe line. You have a big image of the Master Gundam right here on the front of the box. Looks fantastic. I love this artwork. You have a clear open window on the front as well, so you can see the figure on the inside. And on the back of the packaging, you see a really awesome shot of Master Gundam and God Gundam fighting each other. And you see some pictures of the articulation for Master Gundam. And you also see images of the other two figures in this line, and that is the Sazabi and the Shenlong Gundam. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure outside of the box. All right, and here we are. We have the Master Gundam figure. The detail on this guy is actually really, really good. I love the paint on this. Like, it looks really, really good. I love the colors of this Gundam. There's not too much of a contrast with colors like there is with most Gundams because it doesn't have white on it. A lot of Gundams are white. This one is not white at all. But it looks fantastic. I love the Master Gundam. He is one of my favorite Gundams from G Gundam. But the detail on this looks fantastic. I love it. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the articulation. So the head moves up that far, tilts forward that much. There really is no head tilt, so it doesn't really go side to side too well. The shoulder right here, the shoulder does go all the way around, and there is no butterfly joint, which really sucks. I really hate the fact that there's no butterfly joint right here. But there is a bicep swivel, and it's really tight. You can hear that. It's really good. You got a double bend right here at the elbow. The hand right here is just on a little ball joint, so it goes all the way around, moves like that. The waist right here does have a swivel, not too much. The armor kind of hits each other, so he can't go but so far. But there is a nice crunch forward. He doesn't really go back too much, but the crunch forward is really good. I do like that. Right here at the skirt, this skirt piece goes up to get out of the way to allow the leg to bend and everything. That skirt piece goes up. The back does not articulate at all, but the leg goes up like so. And now the leg, I do have a problem with it. You see right here, it's supposed to swivel, and it does. It's just this joint right here is super, super tight. And it's like that on both. It's like that on both legs. So it's not just this one. So I'm not sure if it's just mine or if there's other ones, but the joint right here is super, super tight. So it doesn't really allow the thigh to swivel and twist, which sucks because it limits the articulation and the poses that you can get out of this. And I am not a fan of that. I can try to show you. See how I just popped it off just trying to turn it? See? Like, trying to turn this is really difficult. really difficult. Even off of the figure, it's really difficult to turn it. But you just pop it back on. And you got a double joint right here at the knee, but it doesn't go back as much as I would want. This is as much of a bend as you're going to get out of the knee, which is also a huge bummer because this is a Gundam that does karate. I want him to be able to pose and do some really cool, crazy poses, and you're just not going to get that out of him. And I am really disappointed in that. Right here at the foot, you got a nice ankle pivot. Really good. I love that. Goes down that much, goes up that much, and the leg goes out all the way, which is really, really good. I love that. So all in all, like, the articulation is okay. I just am super bummed with the legs. How the swivel right here sucks. The knee joint right here isn't all that great. And then there is no bicep swivel. Besides that, the articulation is actually pretty good. I just listed off a couple major ones, but besides those three, the articulation is good. The articulation feels really tight, really stiff. It's going to hold poses. It's not, the joints aren't going to go weak and give up. So that's really good. So now that we've gone over the detail and the articulation, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So right here you have the wings that snap onto the back, and I'll show you how they go on right here. So you just take this ball joint and pop it in there. You take this one and pops right in. And the wings go out like so. And they go inwards. So there is, oh, and that does come off. So don't worry, that does come off. So there is decent movement right here in the wings, which is really, really cool. I do love that. All right, and these hands right here look sick. I love these. These look absolutely amazing. The metallic purple on these, it just looks so freaking cool. Like, so cool. Pop this one off. Super easy to pop the hands on and off, but look at that, man. Look at that. That looks sick. I love this. This looks fantastic. It just looks so cool. Now, because it's just on a ball joint, you're not going to get too much as far as like posing. Like, I do kind of like, you can get the hand to go back that much, but because of the way it's sculpted and everything, you're not going to get the hand to bend forward more. So that does kind of suck. But the articulation in this is really cool, and I would love to be able to have a butterfly joint right here at the elbows, and maybe to try to get like a Kamehameha pose. That would be pretty cool to do. And lastly, what he comes with this little piece right here, and this plugs on the bottom of him, right in there. Just plugs right there. And if you have one of the bases for the Gundam Universe figures, you can plug that right onto it. And this may work for other action figure bases and stands. I'm not sure, but the Gundam Universe stands, that's what that is for. All right, so now that we've taken a look at everything with this figure, let's go ahead and get into the size comparison. All right, let's go. All right, and here we are at the size comparison. And as we bring the measuring tape out, it looks like the Master Gundam is standing just under 6 inches. And if you count the wings on the side of his head, he's standing just under 6.5 inches tall. And for the first size comparison, I wanted to bring a Master Grade Gundam model kit up. And here is the Master Grade Wing Gundam Verka. And the Wing Gundam stands right at 7 inches. So he does stand quite a bit taller than the Master Gundam. And next up, I wanted to bring in another figure from the Gundam Universe line. So here is the Gundam Heavy Arms. And it looks like Heavy Arms and Master Gundam are standing just about the same height. Heavy Arms might be slightly taller, but this is what they look like together. And next up, I wanted to bring a 7-inch scale figure. So here is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Leonardo. And Leonardo is under 7 inches tall, but he is a 7-inch scale figure. So his proportions are a little bit bigger than the Master Gundam. But this is what Master Gundam looks like next to a 7-inch scale figure. And lastly, I wanted to bring a SH Figuarts figure up. So here is the SHF Ultraman Jeed. And Ultraman does stand quite a bit smaller than Master Gundam. So if you wanted to have your Ultraman figures and your Gundam Universe figures on the same shelf, the Gundam Universe figures are going to stand taller than SHF. Alright, and for my final thoughts on this figure, I think it's really good. For $25, it's a solid action figure. I do have some complaints though with the articulation. It's kind of limited in its legs, which does hinder a lot of its posing capabilities, and especially for a Karate Gundam, it doesn't really have the articulation that I would really like. But for $25, I can't be too picky, especially for a Gundam figure. But all in all, I think this is really good. It looks fantastic, and if you're a fan of G Gundam, and if you're collecting the Gundam Universe line, I think this is definitely worth picking up. And as far as I know, he's in stock at multiple websites, and I'm going to have links to all of those down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm DudeRetro, and I'll see you next time.